Good morning. You're watching the morning news here at CNN News 18. My name is Toya Singh. In just a few minutes from now, we're going to be welcoming the country's next president. Right here on the show, we're going to be bringing you all of the updates. The stage is all set today for Droupadi Murmu to take charge as the 15th president of the country. On the bottom of your screens, you can see a counter that we've got going 3 hours and 18 minutes till Ms. Murmu takes charge. She will be India's first tribal president. She'll be taking oath at 10:15 a.m. at the Central Hall of the Parliament. Murmu will start her day with a floral tribute to the fourth father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. This will be taking place at Rajghat, after which she'll reach the Parliament, where you'll have the Chief Justice of India, N.V. Ramana. He'll administer the oath. Now, the President will then deliver an address at the Parliament. All right, let's take a quick look at what the challenges are going to be for Ms. Droupadi Murmu during her term, for Madam President. First, as we've said again and again, she's going to be the country's first tribal and second female president. And obviously, questions are being raised about the symbolism and the tokenism that obviously the BJP had and the NDA had in nominating her for that position. Now, multiple critics are coming forward and saying it's important that during her tenure, she surpass that expectation. Also, as you see over here, that same question rising again. There's this fear that she could be used to garner tribal votes, wherein there is the hope that she will not allow that. Remember, Murmu was the governor of Jharkhand. She had a tenure that started in 2015. She was the governor of Jharkhand till 2021. And while she was the governor and the chief minister was from Jharkhand, it was a BJP-led government. She's known for having returned rules that were given to her, a certain set of laws, because she felt they weren't fair to those that were tribal. So she has stood up before to multiple governments. She does have a saffron background, though. Her entire career, she started as a teacher. She was picked up by the BJP. So she does have a saffron background, which, of course, a number of, again, opposition members have flagged. But there are hopes that with her presidentship that we'll see over here, she'll be able to cement her position. Remember, she's going to be in power for a few more years now, 5 more years. All right, so now we know what her tasks are going to be. Again, this is a big thing when it comes to those who become president. A, the importance of dealing with mercy pleas. What are mercy pleas? As you can see over here, currently there are 488 people on death row as prisoners. It's the highest in 70 years. It's the president's job, one of the many jobs that falls under the president's tutelage, to look at those who are on the death row and decide on those who should be getting the mercy plea. This is one of the many roles she'll be performing in this position. All right, very quickly now, we want to walk you through what the wonderful journey of Droupadi Murmu so far has looked like and what it means for India when she steps into that role in less than 3 hours from now. Take a look.
India's 15th president, India's first tribal president, first president born after independence. Droupadi Murmu is a woman of many firsts.
इसी कालखंड में देश को नए राष्ट्रपति, नए उपराष्ट्रपति, उनका मार्गदर्शन प्रारंभ होगा.
Nearly 5,000 MPs and MLAs across the country voted on 18th July to elect the newest occupant of the Raisina Hill.
श्रीमती द्रौपदी मुर्मू, इनको राष्ट्रपति का प्रत्याशी घोषित किया गया है एनडीए की तरफ से.
With the numbers stacked overwhelmingly in the favor of the NDA, Droupadi Murmu's election was high on symbolism and less about the numbers game. An election which is witnessing the changing political axis. A selection that has placed the opposition camp in a quandary. Uddhav Thackeray, forced by the Shiv Sena MPs, broke ranks from allies in Mahavikas Aghadi to back her. TDP's Chandrababu Naidu came out to even campaign for her in Andhra Pradesh. Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, India's only tribal party, had to support as well. After all, she had served as the governor of Jharkhand.
मेरे जो फैमिली बहुत गरीबी है, गरीबी थोड़ा मैं फाइनेंस सियाली उनको सपोर्ट करूं, इसीलिए थोड़ा पढ़ लिख के ऐसा बन जाऊं कि मुझे थोड़ा नौकरी मिल जाए, लेकिन मुझे पॉलिटिक्स में जाना, ये गवर्नर बनना, ये मैं कभी सोची नहीं थी।
64-year-old Droupadi Murmu, low profile and soft-spoken, has generally steered clear of controversy. She was also the only governor to complete a full term in office in Jharkhand, which has had 10 governments in its 2 decades of existence.
जो सेंट्रल ने हम मेरा बहन का नाम लिया ना, हम लोग बहुत खुश में, रायरंगपुर के बासिंदा सब खुश में है। आदिवासी महिला की पहले जो चुना गया ना, वही सबसे खुशी बात है।
पूरा रायरंगपुर के साथ ही उनका बहुत अच्छा संपर्क रहा है, सबका उन्होंने हमेशा साथ और सहयोग दिया और बहुत ही प्यार भरा संपर्क रहा है उनका सबों के साथ में। हमारे किसी भी प्रोग्राम में वो हमेशा आगे रहते थे और सबकी बातें सुनते थे।
तो काउंसिलर से होके विधायक भी बन गए, विधायक बन के वो बेस्ट अवार्ड भी उनको मिला है, नीलकंठ पुरस्कार मिला है उनको। उसके बाद वो मंत्री भी बने, सबका साथ मिल के काम करते हैं।
In the 1990s, her work with the Santhal organization caught the attention of the BJP's Raj Kishore Das. Back then, it was a party that did not have much political influence in the state. Seeing potential in Murmu, he asked her to contest for councillor in the Rairangpur Notified Area Council. In 1997, she became councillor and later vice chairperson of the Rairangpur Corporation.
2000 में 97 5 साल का ये तो आप जानते हैं टर्म होता है, लेकिन बीच में मुझे जो जनरल इलेक्शन आ गया, मुझे 2000 में टिकट दिया गया। उन्होंने कहा आपको तो लड़ना है। मैंने बोला मेरे बच्चे छोटे छोटे हैं, मुझे ये तो काउंसिलर में थी, वाइस चेयरमैन थी, तो टाउन के अंदर मुझे घूमना पड़ता था। फिर अभी तो मुझे पूरा क्षेत्र में घूमना पड़ेगा, तो टाइम नहीं दे पाऊंगी। फिर मुझे थोड़ा, मैंने बोला ठीक है चलिए। बच्चे भी बोले ठीक है माँ, तुम लड़ना चाहती हो तो लड़ो।
She served twice as a BJP MLA in Orissa and also worked as a minister in the Naveen Patnaik government from the 2002 to 2004, when the BJP and Biju Janata Dal ran a coalition government. She was awarded the Neelkant Award for the Best Legislator by the Orissa Legislative Assembly. Droupadi Murmu's candidature signifies the BJP's efforts to bring the tribal and other marginalized communities to the mainstream. A convincing example of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. The move comes ahead of assembly elections in Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. The 4 states have 128 seats reserved for scheduled tribes, of which the BJP had won just 35 in the last assembly elections. The BJP is also hoping that her candidature will strengthen its political hold in Orissa and get a foothold in Jharkhand, where it lost the elections in 2019.
आज भी हम कहते हैं कि आदिवासियों में ओडिशा में संथाल प्रोग्रेसिव है, लेकिन इतना भी प्रोग्रेसिव नहीं है कि वो दूसरों के साथ कॉम्पिट